Okay, let's see. We gotta make a go live message. That's numero uno. Yo, what's up, Sputnik? Dude, how are you always here first? What is your secret, brother? Yo, Polyglot. Yo, Chaotic Monkey. Happy Saturday, guys. How are you all doing? Why is everyone bullying Go? Oh, you know what I wanted to do? Oh, hold on. I totally forgot. That's kind of embarrassing. Whatever, we'll still make it. We'll make it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. I want to add this. Yeah, let's grab this. That's good. Yo, what the fuck is up? What's up? Is Go dying? I still every day almost. No, I don't think Go is dying, but I think a lot of people are mean about it. So I wanted to make a quick meme about it. Let's get the X logo. X logo. Wow, it has. I hate when it does that. That's the worst. Okay, let's move this background. Fake PNG. Want to use over Go? I think you should still use Go. I genuinely think so. But I think like everyone now is jumping on like the Zig bandwagon. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna use this as like, yo, these fake ass PNGs, they're the worst. Use COBOL? Yeah. Dude, I don't think COBOL people get jobs anymore. I think that's a myth. You know how everyone's saying like PHP developers make like Lamborghini money? That's just one guy. That's literally Taylor Otwell. He's like the only PHP dev who has Lamborghinis. And everyone's like, yo fam. Yo fam. All right. Why is everyone, let's do, okay. Why is everyone bullying Go? Yo, can't say it, but I just want to say from my first week on the first job, only broke something crucial once and fixed it in 3 hours. Yo, nice, dude. So you started it, nice. Okay. Does level, oh yeah, Levels does use PHP. I think you're right on that. I think you're absolutely right. The Levels does actually use PHP. Okay, why is everyone bullying Go? What else do I want to talk about? Then we'll do some LeetCode. Let's just, I don't know. Why is everyone bullying Go? LeetCode and Go. Worst career advice you can hear. Oh, what is it? What's the video? Worst thing you can do for your career. Worst thing you can do for your career. Dun, dun, dun. Breaking prod is the rite of passage. Yeah, I agree. Breaking prod's not a big deal. If on your first week you break prod and someone gives you a hard time, might be a red flag, but what else? Oh yeah, and mechanical keyboards. You guys are gonna get wet for this. Mechanical keyboard all day. All right. I was just thinking about the surge of hate this morning. People are freaking, dude. I don't know. Me don't know. You guys know I'm a simpleton. People are just gonna hate stuff for no reason. You know what I mean? So let's go like that. Let's grab that. Let's post it. I think it's a banger. This is an absolute banger. Let's go here. Let's go. If you haven't already, join the Discord because it's awesome. Everyone hates Go. Everyone is bullying Go. LeetCode in Go. No. LeetCode and Go. Well, I'll actually do some LeetCode and Go. Everyone was like super perplexed when I did that. Yo, thank you for that follow. I cannot read. I believe that's Mandarin. I cannot read Mandarin, but I appreciate the follow. Thank you. And I don't mean no disrespect. If that's not Mandarin, I don't. Let me know what language it is. Could be Korean. LeetCode and Go. Worst thing you can do for your career, and then mechanical keyboards. All right, fuck it. Boom. All right, now we're done. All right. Could be lemon language. What does that mean? Zig logo should be transparent, like no white background. It's too late, Alexander. It's too late. I already posted it. Bro. All right, so what is up, fellas? Oh, Black Cat. Thank you for following Black Cat. How we doing? Watch on with LeetCode and Go. What even is the problem? Dude, everyone has a problem with everything these days. It's so insane. Everyone has problems with everyone. Yo, Emil, thank you for the T1, brother. Good to see you, man. Mandarin is at fault. That's crazy. Yo, thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Let me know if the music's too loud, guys. Yo, what's up, Mickey Rogue? Thank you for that follow, dude. Welcome in. Give me that pow. Get in here. Get in right here, right in the space. All right, so let's pull up the agenda, even though it should be pretty obvious. But if you guys want to watch, if you want to know what I'm going to be talking about, this is probably a good way to find out. So today is what? January 81st? January 81st, 2023, 5. We're going to go the most controversial takes on Go. All right. I found an article that I think was hilarious. I like Go, but I am unemployed. Okay. Too funny. How to master Go for project-based learning idea. You can look at some of my courses and watch my streams. I can help you. Yo, what's up? Thinking freely. I am back, baby. I like Go, but I'm employed. I think this is a funny ass Reddit article that I have to read with you guys. The worst thing you can do for your career. A great video by Tej Devi. And we're going to do some LeetCode and Go problems. And then lastly, we'll do mechanical keyboards. Because I got a new keyboard. And so that's pretty fire. I want to show you guys my new keyboard. Go bindings in Zig when? I don't know, dude. It's going to get mentioned. Just have a feeling. Dude, no one's going to mention that gay square, dude. Or gay circle. No one's going to mention that. All right? Not here. Not anywhere here, okay? That dude is just the worst. LeetCode hards and Go? No, I can't do LeetCode hards. I cannot do LeetCode hards. I can lie to you guys and say like, oh yeah, maybe there's no. I would not say I'm comfortable with LeetCode hards. I just don't have enough practice with LeetCode to do hards yet. The questions I am doing are from LeetCode 150, right? And from LeetCode 150, I just pick some mediums. I had to warm up with easies. There's actually some easies that I'm like, oh, I can't really do this. And I just pulled some problems out that we can do. I think they're right here. Yeah, so longest, I saw this one this morning, longest substring. Evaluate reverse post notation. And then search a 2D matrix. I want to solve these ones. Are you lead coding for a change? Yeah. I do want to do some lead coding. I do think lead coding is actually good. Nowadays, my opinion of lead code has changed since the boom of AI. And that's kind of a hot take. I think... Yeah, I definitely think with AI, with the use of AI, and this kind of leads to TJ's video, that people become a little bit more dependent on AI without critical thinking. And I do think you lose a lot of syntax depth, right? And so that's where I think LeetCode has a good position, in my opinion. It doesn't have Zig. C++, Java, C Sharp. Dude, whoever's solving them in Scala, that's... What the hell's Racket? Oh, wow. I have no... That's killer. I can only code have Zig support. Who is everyone? In reference to what? What depth, bro? I had to disable Copilot when I noticed how to forget. Yeah. Oh, I have a bunch of... Yeah. For the title, I got lots of bookmarks of all the meme people bullying Go. I got that on deck, bro. I've been collecting. I have been collecting. Like, look at this. Hold on. This is from the Sphere. Fuck. We got the gay Sphere back. Even though this is like the creator of Zig, Go is great if you're an amateur with no taste, like 99% of Google employees. I don't know. What do you say to that? I don't know what Racket is. What is Racket? Racket programming language. Who decided to use this for LeetCode? I bet you somebody... The people who made Racket are like employed by LeetCode. There's no other way. What's the taste check on regex? I think regex is fine. But also AI makes it worse. TJ had a really good take on this. I don't understand this. So, I mean, Andrew's kind of right. Like, Go is so simple. Like, you mean something productive with it. So it's tasteless, but it's a blaster to me. I don't... Why? That's a take I don't understand. This is the whole thing about Go. So let's just dive into it. All right, guys? Let's start this. Yo, we're going to start the stream. Welcome in, everyone. You guys are dope. You guys are dope. You guys are dope. Happy Saturday. Grab your water. We're going to be doing a bunch of cool things today. I pulled out the Excalibur. This is the agenda. If anything you see here you enjoy, well, stick around. And we're going to talk about all this. But the first one is the most controversial takes on Go. And overall, this sentiment that I think a lot of people have been noticing around Go. And the hate for it, okay? And... it's pretty interesting. Like, I'm kind of scratching my head as why do people hate the Go programming language? And obviously, I have a horse in the race. A lot of my content, a lot of the stuff I do revolves around that language, right? I had an algorithm design class back in college. Racket better like parentheses. Okay. Yo, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, guys. I think I finally hit a sum with Cloud Tech. Excited to driving back into Golang tomorrow. Nice. I get back into Go. So, there's a lot of like hate, especially with some like a group of people. This gay Sphere is definitely like one of them, where like it seems like it's his mission or their mission to continuously like talk crap about Go, which I think is kind of like I have no problem with that, right? Like I think if your whole identity is like bashing a language, honestly, that's cool with me, right? That's cool with me. However, the thing is, I keep seeing the same thing. Like, why do people hate Go, right? Let's actually be like reasonable. Why do people on the internet hate Go? All right, and I've compiled a few reasons. Yeah, time's flying, dude. So I've compiled a few reasons of genuine like why. So first of all, I posted this tweet. What's your most controversial take on Go and your best one? And I actually think a lot of these are very good, right? I actually think a lot of these have merit on where the language could be better and some frustration points with Go. And I think these are valid, but these are not what we're talking about, okay? These are not like the actual reasons where I think, you know, because you can have this for any language. You can have this for like, what's your controversial take for PHP? What's your controversial take for Zig, for Rust? And there's going to be a bunch of these, all right? I hate Go because I had a problem with scraping Amazon with it. It didn't work. I always got flagged. I switched to Python and it worked perfectly. But is that a Go problem versus a Python problem, or is that a library problem? Was the library that you're using that you probably use something like Selenium or whatever it's called or whatever to scrape it, which probably bypassed it. I don't think it's just a Go problem. I think it's a library problem, right? Yo, what's up, Nate? Welcome in, brother. How you doing, bro? But let's continue on, right? I'm also like, I'm reading the comments here, right? So you see me kind of like, that's me reading everything. But yeah, so like I said, I did make this tweet on purpose. What's up, Ahmed Chino? Welcome in, man. Is to like look at actual points from people who aren't like being smartasses. But if you look at people like the gay sphere and all these other like Go haters, all these like, I don't know, I don't even know what to call them. It really seems like their main thing of why they don't like Go is because literally Go is too simple. Like that's their main argument. It's like, I hate this because it's too easy, which I'm like, okay, you know, it literally seems like that. I hate it because it's too easy, right? Yeah, the Haskellers and anime PFPs. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Thank you. The Haskellers and anime PFPs. I hate because it's too easy. And I'm like, okay, like, first of all, I actually do think it is easy. Like, I've never said Go is a complicated language. Okay, I've never said Go requires anyone to have this depth of knowledge. However, the thing is, you really appreciate Go when you realize all the things that it kind of abstracts for you. Now, I don't think that's always a good thing, right? Like with Python, right? Like I think Python, JavaScript, where a lot of things going under the hood, like the GC, all these things. Yeah, I think a lot of that maybe you should be more aware of. Same thing with Go, right? But to say like I hate it because it's too easy, my counter argument is like, if it's that easy, why haven't you built anything with it, right? If it's that easy, why haven't you built anything? Like not even built, but shipped anything with it, right? Okay, and I just want to make a note here. This is different. This is different than Mitchell Hashimoto's point. Okay, I don't believe Mitchell Hashimoto that when we looked at his opinion from Thursday, I believe, Mitchell basically said like, you know, I used Go for so long, the lang changed, and I'm paraphrasing it. The lang changed. I found Zig much better. All right. Yo, Sakalik, thank you for the T1 subscription. I appreciate that, homie. Give me that, pal. Welcome to the fucking jungle, man. Okay. I think this, sure, when you're building something that requires, yo, Deagle TG, thank you for that T1 at 18 months. Let's go and give that, pal. Welcome to the fucking jungle. As a Python programmer, I handle garbage myself every morning. I have to carry the bags to the garbage room and throw them myself. That's crazy, dude. Can you show us your watch? I know you wear nice watches. Yeah, I could definitely show my watch collection, maybe like in a Discord stream or something. Like maybe something more not that publicly facing, you know. I'll show in private in Discord. Yo, what's up, Red Hot Vengeance? Hope you're good. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm chilling. Okay. And so for me, by the way, let me know if the music's too loud. Some rollies? Nah, you know I don't make that kind of money under. Okay. So I really don't understand this argument, right? The argument's Go doesn't fit my use case perfectly, so it's a bad language. I don't even think that's not like Mitchell Hashimoto's argument, right? But really, like, I think it's an ego problem. I think these Haskellers and anime PFPs, and this is like my hot take, and it's a little bit like emotionally driven, I won't lie. And anime PF have literally nothing else going for them in life. Nothing else going for them in life. So they pride themselves in making computer related problems more difficult and more abstract to solve. Okay, they pride themselves on using something that requires a deeper like something to solve a problem in a harder, more difficult, time-consuming way because they gain pride off of that, right? I think the Streambot thing is not on. Yeah, I don't, dude. That thing got murdered when I switched computers. It died. You guys, do people want the Discord link? I don't even know how to. Are you still based? Are you still on your based arc? I think I'm always on my based arc. I'm an anime PFPer. Yeah. I was like the original anime PFPer. Yeah, if you want, here's a link to the not description, link to the Discord. Programming circle joke moment. Yeah, yo, appreciate that, anonymous gifter. I still wonder who you are, anonymous gifter. I think it's the same person. Gifting a sub to Anime PFP. By the way, appreciate it. We got the hype chain. Let's go, guys. Let's push this. Yeah, I was an anime PFP before like all these like white paper nerds came on. But that's honestly my take. And to be fair, here's another perspective I want to give here. Like TJ. Okay, TJ said the following in the Top Shelf podcast. He's like, I just don't have fun writing Go anymore. Okay? That's completely fine. I don't have fun writing TypeScript. Okay? But I'm not going to be like, yo, I'm never writing TypeScript. I'm going to write my front end using HTMX or writing my front end using something like, what can you even write front, like PHP? You know, I'm not going to do that. Like, if you don't have fun writing a language anymore, that's fine. There's a bunch of different characteristics that involve that, right? Like, TJ probably enjoys something that's a little bit more challenging, gets it more thought-provoking, whatever. But to just say, you know, that's not the same. Let me write that. This is not the same as not choosing Go because it's quote-unquote too simple. Okay? This is different than saying that because, like, yeah, people are just like, Go is too easy, right? Like, where is it? Where's that tweet from? Here you go, right? This was just 30 seconds off the top of my head. This is from Reddit. And, you know, Go is great if you're an amateur with no taste, like 99% of Google employees. I just think, like, systematically that has to be wrong. Yo, I just got a job using Angular. Nice, dude. Congrats on the job. What's up, Tani? I get enjoyment out of solving people's problems more than programming. I do too. I get more enjoyment from like building and shipping. That's my honest take. So it was hard problem. 400 rejections. Holy. Yeah, there's an answer to this tweet saying 99% of Googlers use C++. I also like this response here. Yeah, Google employees made Google and you guys made nothing. Which I think is like good, you know? I still don't know what defer heap allocated. Congrats. Painful to hear. I got enjoyment from learning last summer. I learned Go and was legit the most fun time of the year for me in terms of tech stuff. Yeah. Let's see. Go is a well-designed. This site can't be reached. Oh, because it's the Lobster website? No. Okay. So, I don't know. Also, when build Docker and Go was such a fun experience. Wait, you helped build Docker? What? Is that actually true? Go is so mid is a Go drone. I'm not a Go drone. I don't even know what that means. Go, would I say Go is mid? I think Go could be mid. Yeah, like, again, I don't really have a heart, like, you know, I don't really believe my life is associated with insults to Go. I look at it more from like a higher level. Even if I wasn't a Go programmer, I'd still be like, why do people hate Go so much? And I really want to counter them, be like, okay, if you hate Go, like, show me what you've built. Like, if you have anything that you've built, can you show me it? Like, what language you choose to build it? How many users do you have? How much money have you made from this product? What service have you delivered? I really think people who talk shit need to, like, back it up a little bit. Jana Dogan. Okay. Google is a C++ shop. Most Google employees have never written code in Go. I routinely refer people from the Go community to our biggest competitors because we won't have enough full-time Go jobs here. I see. In my opinion, Google is a disadvantaged position by only focusing C++. Majority of new generation programmers who want to... You made it to do app in Haskell? I concede. You win. Yo, what's up, Trey? I made to spawn whole companies. Did you really? That's cool, man. Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of opinions here of like Go using C++. You have to build a game like 3D or something to have an opinion on Go, like an actual game. Wait, why? Why have to build a game to have an opinion on Go? Or do you mean like Go the game? My opinion, see. I legitimately can't understand why we're still arguing over programming in 2020. Have you tried randomly picking one and just building? Yeah, facts, dude. Just started using Go this year. Writing a game and simulation it when I start streaming again. Nice, nice. Base tweet. I agree. This is a base tweet. I think a lot of people don't do this. Right? And I will say one thing. I think Amarachino said this earlier in the chat here. A lot of those Haskell anime PFP people are students who are jumping between like programming language to programming language. So I want to be easy on them, but I think like there is a level that they need to kind of be realigned. And there's a few we've talked about this on my stream a lot of the times, right? I've always said I personally am if I had the option to write an application that was in the 1 percentile of success, you know, of money earned, or make an application that was in the 1% of quality written and software design, I know my answer. You know, I would be in, yo, what's up, Kogro? Welcome in. Good to see you. I think this is the first time you watched this year. Welcome back in. But you guys know what I'm talking about? Right, if you have an option to be the top 1% of app money, of an application that makes you money, or be in the top 1% of application written and designed, which one would you choose? I think that's how I look at the question, right? Okay, if you had the choice to be, can't type, in the top 1% of either, top 1% app earned in revenue, or top 1% app made by software design. Top 1 app quality made. How can I word this better? Top 1% app engineered, designed. Thank you for the follow, by the way. It's not the sexiest language. It's not gonna be Zig or C. It's not gonna make you feel good. The choice is what best for the business. Exactly, right? I know my personal answer, and I think there's other people that pick like this one. No disrespect, right? No disrespect, but I've talked about this before. Like, there's buckets of people. If I'm broke too, if I'm chill, if I'm no. There's no like if you have to pick one or the other. There's no like, well, if I'm in this, I'll pick. You have one choice. No matter what, you only get to pick this once. You only get to pick this once. A genie comes out and the genie's like, yo, the next app you build can either be the top 1% earned app in the world or the top 1% best designed app. Okay? Yo, what's up, Pineapple Gong? Welcome in. I've started learning Go 1 year ago by writing my own application. Now I have a company from that app with paying users. I still know how to, I still don't know Go that good. Yeah, dude, hell yeah. That's good. That's a pretty 1% story right there. Oh man, top 1% make us use like Ruby on Rails or something. Yeah, I agree, right? By the way, big W in chat. Can we get a big W to Pineapple? If either is attainable. Yeah, good call, right? Language conversations are farmed for engagement. Big facts. I do agree with this. I think at the end of the day, it is all farmed content. It's all like content farming. But I'm trying to get into the psyche of people, because there are genuine people, like genuine. Like we even saw the creator of Zig, who I think is who is a brilliant person. It doesn't really matter what I think, right? The guy is a beast. He just said like Go is like 99% used for slop and amateurs. And I think that opinion is just like crazy, right? As someone who is so highly regarded, to say that about a programming language, it's like, dude, what are you doing? You know? Spend more time building and developing your language. Look at, instead of like putting Go down and think of it as an anti-pattern, why don't you look at like why it's so successful? Yo, how is your job board project going? You mean techroles.io? I had to put a pause in it because I went home, but I'm going to revisit it after my front-end master's course. Infer types doesn't go off some kind of thing that auto text types. This doesn't confirm. It's not static typing. Like you can do something like var my bool as bool, and that's going to obviously be a boolean. But you can also do like something like my bool equals true, and like it could like infer the type. The boolean is probably not a good example. You can do like my int, and it can return you know, you can do something like that, and it's going to infer the type. Yeah, that's type inference. Is that not what we're talking about? What were we talking about? You earn the right to PL opinions when you actually got the experience. I've heard 9% of PL discourse from students. Yeah, agreed. Oh, you said Go is dynamically typed. No, okay, gotcha. I didn't see that part. I just saw like the, excuse me, Snowy. What did your study schedule look like when you first started coding in 2019? I was doing my master's, so it was pretty busy. I started coding and programming at the same time. What's up, Euler proof? Oh, dude, Euler's fucking proof. It's crazy shit. That's some calculus, man. Anyways, so, but yeah, okay. Let's go back here. So I think like there's like buckets of people, right? And you have to kind of pick which bucket you're in. Either you are a, what I like to call builder / shipper, and there's overlap between all of these, okay? You can overlap all of these together. It's completely fine. I want to start coding and wanting to learn Lua. Is that good or bad? I think, dude, any language is good. Pick a language, just learn it. And then if you find a better use case for another language, you'll get there naturally. Builder / shipper, right? Let's go like that. Let's grab this. Let's go like that. And then let's switch this color to like a green. Oops. Yo, home, thank you for that prompt. Appreciate that, homie. And then I think we have somewhere like more like the programming purist, right? I'll put pure. I don't mean this in a insulting way. But we'll put program purist, and then we'll put another bucket here for like research, theory / research. Okay. By the way, is the music volume good, guys? I go for La Familia. Yeah, it depends. A lot of things depends on your situation, all that stuff as well. Okay, and so here, I think it's pretty obvious. The builder / shipper, like, don't care about language. Just ship. They want money. They want users. And they probably have users, okay? So a great example of someone who is like this builder who I think really did a phenomenal job is like Levels.io. Like, truly, like him or hate him, enjoy his takes, whatever. Like, the dude made more money than the majority of people in the other categories with a single PHP file. Right? You have like Mark Liu also. Like, I personally don't really like Mark Liu from like a personal perspective, right? Like a like human to human. But like these two guys, like they just take every sort of engineering principle, engineering paradigm, what you're taught to do, and they kind of flip it. How you feeling, G? I'm feeling good, bro. How you feeling, man? How you looking? How we looking? I feel good, look good, wheel good. You know what I'm saying? So we're chilling. And yeah, if I haven't already said, thank you for everyone following. It does help a lot. If you click the follow button, I do appreciate that significantly. So if you haven't already got a chance, make sure you click follow. I love that. Looking good, feeling good, ought to be in Hollywood. Levels of market have product sense. That's the difference. Exactly. I studied mechanical engineering in undergrad. You put Lane Wagner in there? Yeah. I know it's garbage collector. Is that what he's talking about? Yeah, I'm working on a new course. So I have a bunch of questions. One thing I really want to build is like this is a queue in chat to collect those questions. Yeah, we'll talk about garbage collection as well for Go versus other languages. I am building a new course for front-end masters. Yeah. And then I also want to go over this tweet where we're going to get all the controversial takes in Go and talk about it. But I just want to finish this like kind of random on, right? Like these guys have product sense. So they don't care about anything that like the purists and the researcher do care about, right? And then the programming purist, this is like a person who, like, how do I say this? What did I study for my master's? I studied artificial intelligence and engineering. I want to start coding. I want to learn. Learning Lua is good. Learning Lua is fine. I think the programming purist like associates their self-worth with the language, if that makes sense, right? Like they're more like I am better than you because I can write more complicated programming languages, right? Or they like hyperfixate, right? Hyperfixate on what's a good hyperfixate on what? They hyperfixate on feeling superior, kind of, on complex programming solutions, right? It's almost like, oh, hold on, the music stopped. Whoever knows what Amage is from, you get bonus. And it's like they are above, you know, the simpletons. I think that's a good way to put it. Right? They're like above the simpletons. Nothing wrong with one PHP file. 20 years ago, my custom CMS was written. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with anything with a single PHP file. These guys are way more successful than people who are like spending time arguing on the internet. You know what I mean? I'm objectively superior to the Go drones. It's not just a feeling. Yeah. Dude, you're spending coding. Dude, coding is I would say coding is like all three. There are people who can do all three. What do you mean by simpletons? What do I mean by simpletons? People who use like Go and Python and JavaScript. And again, this is not my belief. I don't believe I'm a programming purist. I am not a programming purist. I would say I'm more builder shipper. I can build a chat question queue if you want. Yeah, try it. If you build anything I can use, I'll use it, right? But like just to say, like I don't plan on like compensating anyone. Like I want to build myself, but if you build it for me, if it's good, I'll use it. What subject are you working on this for front-end masters? It's gonna be Go. It's gonna be basically a CRUD app in Go. A CRUD app in Go. The application is like we're gonna be building a workout app, so you can like it's just a CRUD app. Okay, it's a CRUD app. It doesn't really matter what it is, but it's an application where we're gonna spin up like a database, a server, a test database. We're gonna go through testing. We're gonna go through a bunch of the simple CRUD operations. Yeah, Trey, for sure, dude. If you build something and I use it, like I'll give you credit for it, 100%. Yeah. So it's gonna be different than my current front-end masters course, where it had a half portion of Go and a half portion of AWS. This is gonna be pure Go, and it's 2 days. I want to make a course, but I have no idea what I would talk about. I feel like building a course can go two ways, dude. I do think the front-end masters course I'm going to do in March might be my last course that I ever make. For now. I think courses are a double-edged sword. Many of them think it's too easy. Yeah. Right? It's like, that's a good way to put it too. Like the language is too easy. So Go, Python, TS are too easy. And they're the same people that would say like front end's like too easy as well. Okay. And then the last category is like theory and research. Like this is a different category altogether. Like these people are actually trying to create new algorithms and actually researching lower level languages to create a proof for something. You're creating proofs. A lot more computer science than engineering. You know, and that's a good way. That's actually also a pretty decent way to explain it. If you have like this line, right? Let's go somewhere in the middle, and you go here, and we just make another line. Like that, right? The line here, you guys see this? This would be like more engineering, right? And then the more right you get would be more computer science. I would say like that. Is this making sense right now? For back, am I cooked? No, I don't think you're cooked, bro. Abel, you're definitely not cooked for building. Some of the best projects ever made use Go. That's a good way to put it, right? It really doesn't matter. Like, the thing is, you can be a really good Go engineer and ship very viable products versus someone who's using like what SR is saying, like C, Haskell, Camel, Zig. You can just be a dog shit engineer regardless. Like at the end of the day, using a programming language doesn't make you less dog shit of an engineer. It may make you might think you're better than someone else, but you're probably not. Right? You probably put yourself in this position like, oh, I use C and Zig, therefore I know more than someone who uses Go or Python. Left is confirmed, yeah. One can be a programming purist without being asked. I agree. I do agree. It's about the joy of pure solution as far down as you can grok, but many of these folks suck on the internet. There's nothing wrong with that. Like that is also a good call out here, right? Let me pin this. Because at both sides, it's still good. Iron Keys, what do you say? So this is hardware engineering. I mean, if you use C++, you're still better than JS bootcamp. Maybe. Was that Alones from Bleach? Right? Like, because there are people who are purists and actually do love solving a problem to the root, like a problem to its root, like the lowest level possible. And again, I think there's builders like Jared, who's building Bun, Jared Sumner, and Mitchell Hashimoto, who built Ghosty, and other great engineers who are very interested in being like programming purists and going as low as possible to solve the problem. And they use a tool that allows them to do that. Like I've said before, because of the garbage collection Go has, you are not going to be able to get to the lowest level possible as something like Zig or Rust allows you to do. And so in any kind of argument, when you're talking shitty about the builders and the shippers, they say like they're ooga booga brains and they all want like they're crypto tech bros, and you talk shit about the purists or the theory researchers, like they're broke students not going to make money. In the conversation, no matter where you are, someone's kind of always going to get like talked shit about. And I'm not trying to do that. I am saying there's categories of people, and more often than not, a person is going to be more in one of these three categories than others. You can be in two of the three, you can be in all three, right? But for the majority of people, you're probably going to be align yourself closer to one of these three. Ricky Wagner, preach. Where's Ricky Wagner? Life is short. You ship whatever is needed to work. Save enough to quit job and still... Dude, love you. I agree, guys. What do you guys think? Honestly, what do you guys think? I don't want to do a poll because whenever I do a poll, people don't fucking join the group activity. Okay, which one? I'm going to do this. Which one are you? I have no idea how many people are watching. I'm going to assume it's more than 5. So if there's less than... I'm not even joking. If there's less than 5 votes here, I'm quitting my stream. Are you builder, shipper, programming purist, research / theory? Which one are you? If you're not going to join the group activities, don't be here for the group activities. Okay, while you guys vote, I'm going to grab some coffee and water. If there's no votes here, I'm never streaming on this platform again. I'm going to go to Kick. Yo, by the way, did you guys... Yo, sorry. But by the way, anyone been seeing that a little bit? Yo, by the way, who's that? Oh, jacked programmer. Oh boy. No, I'm just saying, dude. No, I'm just saying. Dude, Washington open carry state. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Yo, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Did it push it every time he got built error and look where it is now? Yeah, for real. Impressive gains, bro. Yo, appreciate. Thank you for the people who actually voted. All of you who voted, I want to tell you something. You guys are MVPs. You guys who voted are the MVPs, okay? Thank you. Are you on TT, bro? No, I'm not. I'm not on TRT. But you know what's funny? Hold on, let me read some of these. There's a lot of first-time chatters. By the way, if you're a first-time chatter, I do appreciate you guys. I do appreciate you very much. Sorry, but Builder Shipper, if they had the opportunity to make an app without even coding, they would. I agree, dude. I agree. That's actually what I started from the beginning. You probably didn't come from the beginning of the stream, but I asked, you know, if you had an option to build an application that's in the top 1% earned revenue or a top 1 application that's ever been engineered designed, I bet I know the answer for the majority of you. I know my answer. Okay, people watching TV stream rather than learning might as well watch reality TV. It won't give you a false impression that you're learning. True. That's also my opinion. So I'm gonna say something that's actually controversial. Like, I really don't understand people who watch like me, TJ, Primogen, like all these people who watch like the full hour's length of stream. And it's different than putting in the background. If you're watching when you put them in the background, that's different. If you have someone like in one monitor or like behind a closed tab and you're just like listening, I think that's fine, right? Like I listen to background stuff all the time. It's like a podcast almost. But if you're like zoned in and you're watching and you're like, Primogen made a jokey, I'm just like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, I probably wouldn't do that. I probably wouldn't be doing that. You know, like I definitely feel like you definitely have to revisit some of your priorities if like you were tuning in solely to watch anybody stream and pretend to write code and react to stuff. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. What's your screen output dimension on OBS? I don't know why. What's up? You're walking around a farmer's market? Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like, you don't like Theo? I think a lot of people don't like Theo. I think Theo has like a very you can almost say like ego towards him, right? But the thing is, like, yeah, I think he does have like very egotistical, but he's very proud of the things he's built, right? He is a very proud engineer of the things he built. Why flame people who enjoy watching program content in their free time? For me, I'm a background only guy. Yeah, that's the thing. The reason why I'm flaming people who watch, it's not watching programming content in their free time. You can watch any content on your free time, right? Like that's fine. The flaming was to the people who consume the programming content in a way to actually think they're getting better at programming. You know what I mean? And overall, like even if we take a step back, Amadicino, I want to say watching anybody and anything for an extended period of time is not healthy. Whether it's programming, whether it's Joe Rogan, whether it's whatever, I really don't think it's healthy consuming content. I have no problem with like, so on my phone, on my computer, I have 1 hour of Twitter a day. And if you really think about it, 1 hour a day is more than enough. Because if you think it, there's 24 hours in a day, 1/24th, okay, that's you might say that's pretty little, but if you really think about it, you're sleeping for 8 hours a day if you're not a fucking schlump. All right, you're gonna work out, you're gonna be cooking, doing this. An hour of free time dedicated to an application when you really start skimming your hours in a day is really like a lot of time. And I just believe there's a really interesting psychological thing that I've noticed recently. It's like seeing how much time we have left, and like I think Brian Johnson, whatever his name is, really like is popularizing this. It's like, and also that calendar with the dots, right? There's a lot of things that are making people more aware of how much little time they have left on this planet, and I don't think it's healthy to spend like 3 hours a day watching TJ, watching Melky, watching Prime. I don't think that's healthy. And it's not just those three guys. I say them because I don't watch any other content. But if you're watching like Mizkif or like Kai Cenat, anybody, right? And I work at Twitch. I'm an engineer at Twitch. I don't think that's healthy. Scrolling your phone, doing TikTok, tweeting, YouTube, shows, TV. It's consuming any other form of content has a diminishing return value that's very, very quickly realized. I understand people that want to watch something to like relax after a stressful day and hang out. I totally get that. You come home and you sit down, you want to tune in and watch a game. That's fine. But the return is like almost instant. It's the fact that you're relaxed and you can shut your brain off. That's when the return comes, right? It's almost right away. But the longer you watch and consume this content, that line of return becomes stagnant, right? And then you get into the form of negative returns. Yeah. Does it count from listening to what? No. See, that's where there's a bit of a distinction. If you are able to put something as a podcast or in the background, I think that's fine, right? And then the conversation then becomes, if it's in the background, you're probably not fully plugged in, and that's a trade-off. Right? If you have me in the background right now while you're at a farmer's market or you're coding away your side project, you're probably like half listening, right? You're probably like hearing me, be like, okay, cool. If you say something interesting, like it'll catch my attention, I'll tune in. But like, let's say the 75% concentration is going to be on the other thing you're having, right? So I think that is viable, right? And I really think like at the end of the day, people always apologize to me when like, oh, I'm gonna lurk, or hey, Melky, like I'm only half listening, like you just said, home. Like, dude, I just want to let you guys know, I don't think anyone deserves your full attention if it's not like your family or like something very, very important. You know what I mean? Anyways, that was like a side tangent rant. Is this the guy who doesn't use Vim? I use Vim, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Literally have it open right here. Let's see. Subscribe to... Oh, dude. Subscribe to Milky isn't here. You guys should definitely go click that button. It's right here. I think Twitch kind of blurs the lines. It's part of community too. I think that's where Discord gets involved as well. I think the community aspect of Twitch is heavily supported by Discord. That's my honest opinion. Took the bait. Okay, but let's continue on with the main topic here. I think a lot of people clicked because they want to watch me talk about Go. Shit, I got subscribed now. Yeah, so I just want to let you the end of my rant, and like this is the stuff I'm actually really passionate about lately. You guys, if you've been watching for a while, obviously I like to code. I like talking about tech. My real like passion is like empowering like the young. Like I'm gonna be specific. If you're a woman watching me, I probably can't relate as much. And I just want to be honest, right? Like I don't know what women go through. I don't know what trans people go through. So I can't really like give you the best advice. I'll be kind of talking out of my ass. So for me, like what I've been really, really passionate about lately is like helping like younger men or even like older men rediscover themselves and like find how to live better lives. Like really, like that's been something I've really had like a fire underneath me to help. Right? Like I want people to exercise. I want people to live longer. I want everyone to be millionaires. Truly. Truly. I know some people, I'm not going to say who, they want you to give your money to them. I genuinely don't give a shit about my subscriber count. I don't care about the money you give me. I don't care if you're a subscriber or not. I don't have, you can look at across the board. I don't have any like subscribe only features. It's all free. Like, I'm not in this for that. I just want people to be like the absolute best version of themselves and not be assholes, right? Mux, you looking more jacked, bro. I am, because dude, I'm focused on that too. Like I said before, you guys got me going, man. I'm definitely not gonna be able to get through the stream. I did this before. Like I even wrote about it. Like I actually saw and I increased my testosterone. This post is cancer as hell. I should not have let ChatGPT write this. My bad. If you give me money, I want to be because you got more value than you paid me. I don't understand that. No, I'm definitely not gonna do a crypto coin. That's what I've been wanting to do. Like make gen content that undoes the black pill and cash sucking content they see on X and YouTube. Bro, then do it, man. Bro, if you do this, like I'm telling you right now, you have me. I'm on your side for this. You know I got your back, bro. You've always had my back since day one. I always got yours, bro. You're a real person to me, for real. You've always been there. So no matter the type of content you want to make, dude, I can guarantee you at the very least you're gonna have me supporting the shit out of it. We need more of this. We need more people undoing like the plague that's been instilled since COVID, man. We need to go like we need to bring this back, dude. Why aren't all of us looking like this, dude? You know what I'm saying? I'm like two workout sessions away from having my next stream shirtless. I just need 2 more gym sessions and I'm gonna be streaming shirtless. Streaming shirtless is not against Twitch guidelines, actually. How much you bench? My max bench ever in my life was 275. I no longer bench anywhere near that. Here's the thing. I have realized the older you get, the more prone to injuries you can be. I'm no longer a young buck. I'm not that young as I once was. And so you realize, yeah, but dude, I got miles in my body, man. I got miles in my body, dude. Played amateur rugby, jiu-jitsu for a long time, lifting weights, like climbing fucking mountains. I got mileage on my body, dude. You know, I got mileage in my body. It's got shoulder tears, pop ligaments in the ankle. You didn't know I did jits? Yeah, I do jits, bro. How much bench in kilograms? Bro, can you not Google? What the fuck? 124 kilograms. This motherfucker actually asked me how much my bench in kilograms when it's like right here and you can Google it yourself. Anyways, I don't even know what I was talking about. Yeah, I got mileage in my body. And so now I bench like 135 to 155. But I do like 4x10. If you join a Discord, if you're not a complete dweebus, if you're joining other people's lame ass Discords, not mine, that's on you. Not a big deal. My fitness channel, probably the best fitness channel across all of tech fucking communities. I'll say that, bro. We got absolute chads in this Discord. Some absolute like mavens, brother. You know, some beasts. All right. But this is like my upper day. So my chest is dumbbell press or bench 4x8, incline 3x8, pec flies 4x10, shoulders, and this is all in one day. This is all one day. Shoulders, I do overhead shoulder press, reverse flies, standing forward shoulder raises, and then back I got 2 machine exercises and single arm cable rows. You know, like look, we got the beast in here, man. We got a dog in there. Where's Mr. Ose? Did he delete his pictures? I made fun of his legs lately. Yeah, bro. We got jugheads in here, dude. Just pure jugheads. We're so back, bro. Yo, 2025 is the year. But you are the content creator. What does that mean? I'm a content creator, but I try not to have parasocial relationships or like think I'm better than anyone. You know what I mean? I generally try to keep it a buck. The Discord aspects. If you're all linked to the Discord, my bot broke, so you have to do it manually, dude. I have to do shit like old-fashioned stuff. I have to see someone actually ask for a Discord, copy it, and paste it. Yo, what's up, Bones? Welcome in, homie. Okay, but on that last topic of T, I had this post where I talked about like my testosterone level. My T level wasn't low, but it was like, why isn't it higher? And so, and this was end of 2024, and this is for a different rant. 2024, I sacrificed a lot of my physical well-being, my manlyhood, a lot to be a content creator and to be like an app developer. If you guys know, I developed PFG Labs. It took me and my co-founder about 13 months to build, and a lot of my time went into this. I also pushed hard onto YouTube, and I completely sacrificed all my physical health, exercise, everything. And then it made me realize, okay, I sacrificed time with family. I sacrificed a lot of stuff, man. And then I really realized at the end of 2024, I'm like, yo, I want to switch my life up. And so I did, right? And so content isn't priority for me. Like I do these streams in a completely different setting. Like my whole setup changed. I have no reflex center. I have nothing. I don't want to see, all my shit's free now. There's no memberships, nothing like that. Because I essentially don't want to be like a content creator, but I like making content. Does that make sense? Like I don't want to be a big time tech. I don't want to be a Fireship. I don't want to be a Primagent. I don't want to be PFG Lab is not free, is it? Yeah, it's free, bro. What are you talking about? That's so dissing. Yeah, we offer free and paid, dude. That's actually crazy. Our most popular courses are free. That's so dissing. I can't even lie. So dissing. My bad. You're good. TypeScript, React, and Go is putting food on my table. I'm not miserable when I write. Hence, they're Go in my book. Good. Let me read that tweet. Who's saying everyone, bro? Can we see your state for PHP? Your stats? Yeah, sure. Here. Right here. These are my current stats for the last 24 hours of all the apps I built. What's up, Aiden? How's it going, bro? Nice. Yeah. This doesn't involve Go Blueprint. Here's goblueprint.dev, which is arguably the most popular app I've ever built. Go Blueprint is the most popular thing I've ever built, whereas PFG Labs is the one that's maybe the most money. Was Astro Station your first public app? Yeah, it was. Astro Station was. Can you guys still hear the music? I know YouTube can't. But yeah, here's like the testosterone thing. I know a lot of people had some really good, interesting points. And so I did try plausible. It's dumb easy. So yeah, I'm going to try and increase this. But if we kind of go back to Go for a second, I asked what people's most controversial take on Go are, and I read them. So let's kind of make a list here of like, what are the pain points of Go? All right, and I want to ask you guys, whoever's used Go, there's some that come right off my head. Like right at the top of my head, I can think of a few. All right, but what are the pain points of Go? And so I made this tweet in the relation of like all the hate Go has been getting lately, right? I've added my opinion. A lot of times people think like the Go error handling was not good. A lot of people think Go error handling is good. Go is aight. And like the one letter var declarations, meh. I think one thing that's kind of interesting is, and I agree with, is like the public function declaration. Capital is a bit bizarre. I have to admit, that's a bit bizarre. I feel like that's a foot gun that could have been completely resolved. Some built-in error for forgetting to do a nil check if a variable can be nil. I wish a built-in error for forgetting to do a nil check if a variable can be nil. But I don't think you can do that because of how like the zero value for a lot of Go structures, like structs, maps, arrays, they're zero value or nil. So checking nil for every single one of those is going to be like pretty painful. Like the iteration speed might take a hit from that. I also don't have major issues with Go. I suppose we're talking wish list, then at first class enums. Yeah, the enum thing is also pretty interesting, right? Someone made a comment about that. Where was it? Someone was like, I wish Go had enums, to which I replied like, I think on the majority of the time, Go has enums, right? Go has the IOTA package. I don't know if it's a package, but it has IOTA that basically serves the need for like 99%, look, not 99, but a lot of the use case for enums. Let me change the music. This is kind of bad. Let's go something like this. Where is it? Yeah. Here's the one on enums, right? I feel like Go's type syntax kind of lacks many things actually. Okay, interesting. I really want enums, man. And I'm like you can implement them in Go with the standard lib and IOTA, right? So so let's just say like incomplete enums, I guess. Incomplete enums, right? Especially when compared to like Rust enums or TypeScript, I guess. I think a lot of people rave about TypeScript enums. Even though like Go has workarounds to get the same core functionality for enums. Okay. This song is going fast in a middle modded car GTRP server. One letter var declarations. You don't like that? What do you mean by one letter var declaration? Like var x int? Is that what you're saying? You think that's like a foot? I don't know. So many languages have that. Like CDT, isn't it the norm? Have you heard of the V language? No, I have not heard of the V language. What I really don't like is that there's no strong opinion on how to create a folder structure. That's kind of like the whole thing of Go. It's like there isn't really a core way to do things, right? Lack of opinionated frameworks. Yeah, so here's the thing. Like, it all kind of crumbles down together. Like, Go is specifically designed to not have strong opinions. There's like suggested things, and the lack of opinion frameworks is actually, in my opinion, due to how strong the standard library is. Because like Go should not be dictated by a backend framework, right? It's called a standard library. Yeah, exactly. It's called a standard lib. That standard lib takes away the possibility of creating opinionated frameworks and opinionated things like that, right? That's why it's very different than TypeScript, where you need to import everything for everything because TypeScript developers can't do shit, right? So you have to import a fucking wrapper for calling Redis and calling S3 and making a queue. What I think about Hashimoto's take on Go? Yeah, I saw that on Thursday. Hashimoto's take on Go is a very unique perspective on Go, and one that I actually haven't fully created a conclusion on, because Hashimoto is a brilliant engineer, and Hashimoto was a strong gopher for a long time. And to see him kind of question Go's position in the stack is a very interesting perspective, and one that I have a video coming out on Monday about. See, that's the thing. If you use convenience, PHP, JavaScript, Python, that's kind of bullshit. I don't see how there's more convenience using PHP or JavaScript over Go or even Python. Like, I think the PHP thing is like very like tech influencer focused, right? Like PHP has a lot of foot guns in it. I think because of like Prime, TJ, and like Terminal Coffee, like they're all making this push for PHP because of Laravel. And I'm not talking shit about Laravel, but like there's a lot of foot guns in PHP. It's not like PHP is better. It's not like it's a hidden secret. PHP's been around for a long time. There's a lot of foot guns with PHP. There's a reason why it's not like fully adopted worldwide. But okay, Puka, like that's interesting because Go is like the epitome of making something work faster. Yeah. I mean, they're all different choices. I think PHP had a second resurgence because of Laravel as well. Anyways, let's go back to this. Let's go back to some foot guns. And Hashimoto also said he doesn't like generics. And when generics are included in the language, he dipped. So, a lot of people don't like the error handling, right? Error handling in Go. I know a lot of people hate this, right? Like the meme, if error does not equal to nil, you know, do something, right? And then like if you call the function like value, and you can just basically like ignore the, you know, thank you for a follow. Ignore the error essentially from like calling the function. Function returns error, right? You can basically ignore the error, right? And so I think it's kind of funny, like if you're just mindlessly like, I have a strong opinion on this, right? I have a strong opinion on this. Like, if you look at this example here, you can obviously, fuck me, bro. I've been eating so much protein, I've been farting nonstop. But you can also ignore like value, ignored, right? And you can also ignore the error, right? Ignored error from function returns val and error. Do you see where I'm going with this? Like in Go, errors and value, or I'm gonna put error and value, are treated the same. So like it's kind of like saying, well, Go is so bad at error handling because you can ignore the error. Like you can also ignore the fucking value return from your function. All because it's an option. Does that make it a foot gun? Does that make it something that's gonna like, all because you have the ability to ignore it doesn't mean you should. How would you get a job as a junior software engineer today with the AI stuff making stuff more difficult? Most junior tasks for 1 or 2 years of experience. I would, yeah, I'm gonna keep it honest with you, brother. I'm gonna keep it honest. You might not like my answer here. But I'm gonna give you an answer. I would probably not ask streamers what they would do, and then listen to some quack shit they reply with. I would get off I would stop watching fucking Melky on stream. I would hit the books harder than the competition. I would learn so much LeetCode. I would learn so much system design, and I would apply to 2 times more places. That's what I would do. I would say F AI. AI is only gonna make it harder. AI is only going to make it harder. From today to tomorrow, it's going to be harder. From today to next week, it's going to be harder. Today to next month, next year, it's only going to be harder. Doesn't mean you have to stop, bro. Doesn't mean it has to stop. So get off, like stop watching this and literally put more time in the books. You have to beat the competition. And it's so easy to do that now, dude. It's so easy to beat the competition now. Okay? Because no one wants to do anything nowadays. Nobody wants to do anything these days. Everyone wants to complain and write the stuff they want to do instead of actually doing it. Nobody's actually putting in work. It's easy to stand out. All you gotta do is put the time into it. Everyone's just gonna spend time talking about the projects they want to build and talking about the stuff they're gonna do. But no one's actually putting in effort into it. So all you gotta do is beat the competition. It's easy. That's the formula, brother. Beat the competition. Wait, your AI can do STG more than autocompleter, guys? What's STG? Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, bro. Get the fuck out of here. People complaining about Go's error handling, writing code on other languages looks like crap on error handling. I agree. Okay, so error handling. Okay. I have never seen this argument with error handling. And if try catching is better, bro, like, I don't know. I agree. You heard of the stream ad layer? No. What is stream ad layer? I think Go's error handling is actually one of its beautiful parts. But again, I'm biased. So, what's another pain point people have with Go? Desktop UI apps. That's not a problem with Go. Okay. Anything that's like library exclusive or it doesn't exist is not a problem of Go. You should go build it then. Generics was a mistake. I actually agree. I don't like generics. The plugin system is subpar and should have baked a bit more completion. If the system was good, we'd see good open source solutions and easily extendable by the community, eventually approaching WordPress level. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I have a struggle. Because it's easy to read, I think it's simple to code with. Like, my head thinks the code I write should work, but most of the time it doesn't. I don't really understand this. It was created by simpletons for simpletons. See, this is insane. This take is insane. Like, that's so disrespectful. Like, bro, this guy literally just... Like, bro, Rob Pike, Ken Thompson. Pioneer computer science. Thompson worked at Bell Labs. Most of his career redesigned and implemented the original Unix operating system. He also invented the B program language, the direct predecessor to C, and was one of the creators and early developers of Plan 9 operating system. Since 2006, has worked at Google where he co-developed the Go language. Like, insane, no? To call this guy a simpleton. And then you have Rob Pike, who is... I've talked about this before. He's a Canadian who's the sole inventor named in the US patent for overlapping windows on a computer display. And this dude, this random Phil Andrews, with his 34 followers, it was made for simpletons. In like bizarro. It's not Rust. Yo, what MacBook is that? I don't have a MacBook. I have a Mac Studio. Shouldn't it run to convey speed? Instead, its usage walks slowly. Don't understand this. Struct tags are a mistake and a failure of the language? Bro, what? Struct tags? That's a thing I also enjoy. How are struct tags... What? Struct tag? Bro, this is one of my favorite parts. What's a struct tag? So say like type my struct, right? I mean, you can make it anonymous, but let's just not do it for this example. Okay, and then you have... Fuck, I'm retarded. You know, like my name... string, and then you can do something like JSON my name, right? Bro, struct tags are goated. I do think they're goated as well. I hate this expression foreign.println. I'm gonna head out. Yo, take it easy, Trey. Right? Bro, Aiden, you're such a like anti-pattern to like everything I say. People, doesn't matter what people do with the thing though. The feature is like The feature's not flawed. If people overuse and overload it, that's not like, that's irrelevant. People could not use interface in writing Go too, right? Like, does that? I'm not saying it's use feature is good. People are retards, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, there's no point. The simple conclusion is people are retarded. Like, to even like try to look from their perspective is such a like L. I can't. Like, so many people are. I don't know, man. They're just dumb. Not saying I'm smart or anything, but like, bro, can you tell me if Vadra has potential in the streamer market? Bro, you're so annoying. Fuck off. Who, like, that guy was annoying as hell. How do I block? I didn't. How do you block someone? Oh, here you go. Ban. There you go. Thank you. I've never done that. The beauty of AI when it comes to code exists. I present. Yo, you're getting awful close to my name there. Yeah, no, don't worry. You're good. You're good. I saw my streamers first. Hell yeah. Who are your streamers? Okay, let's see what else. Error handling's fine. Nil. Okay, nil. Nil is interesting. Nil is better than chess. That's funny. Interface and receivers. Weak attempt at a. Wow, bro. This is a crazy one. Crazy in not the sense like it's wrong. Crazy in the sense that like that's like fundamentally what the language is built off of, right? Interfaces, or is it designed around interfaces? Hello, McMahon. I'm here to shit on Go and drink tea, and I'm all out of tea. Oh God, it's the right amount of object-oriented programming. We don't want too much. Imagine arguing about what hammer and nails are pretty or better instead of building the damn table and they put my food on. For real. Nails is the first one that comes to mind. Yeah. So I think we can like wrap this up in one very interesting perspective. Go routines are overrated. Most languages support concurrency. Go routines are overrated. Okay, so here's the thing. Go routines are overrated. I will say this. They're overrated from a marketing perspective. People are like, Go so great because of its concurrency. And it's like, bro, when will I use... Like, a majority of the time, you don't need concurrency in your code. Majority of the time, you don't really need concurrency. It's not like you have to use concurrency if you use Go, right? A lot of times you can get away not using any sort of concurrency. You use it every request. What do you mean every request you use it? Yeah, but those are like the built-in Go routines. Those aren't declared Go routines, like with Go Func. You're not like spinning up a separate thread to process a request or a separate Go routine function. Those are just like internal. Like I think when you spin up main.go, you're spinning up Go routines, right? I think it's one Go routine when you spin up main.go. The main one, but creating like additional Go routines with Go Func and handling concurrency requests. Like I think that's a bit overrated. Right? You don't need to implement concurrency everywhere. Right? I use Go routines. I don't know what y'all are doing, bro. All because you do it doesn't mean that like everyone else is wrong. That's kind of like sometimes your opinions kind of cheese me, Aiden, because it's like you're very Theo-like in this sense, right? You're like, I do it this way means it has to be the right way. It's like I use Go routines all the time, meaning anyone who doesn't use Go routines all the time are like inherently doing it wrong, right? But this isn't about Go. This isn't about Go specifically. Just like the way you present your opinions and takes are very similar to how Theo presents his takes. It's like if it's not my way, you have to be doing it wrong. I'm just saying you're wrong. I'm just confused I don't think that's how it comes across, right? Like with Theo, And I keep drawing it similar. It's like, if it's not like this, then you're just blatantly wrong. Like, there's just no way. It has to be done this way because I use it this way, right? But I genuinely think there's like a window, not a window, but like a realm where I believe there's a lot of individuals who write Go code. And we can look at open source Go code too, right? Like that's like, this could be debunked fairly easily, I believe. We could look at other repositories, like even internally, and see the amount of Go routines implemented versus not implemented, right? But back to like Rohan's tweet here, with Go routines specifically, I actually agree that they are overrated. People like sell the language like, oh, you have to use Go routines, it's so great. But it's like, they make concurrency a lot accessible with just putting Go func, and then you can put a function that handles concurrency, right? Or it can be handled concurrently. But it's not like a need basis to use Go routines. The blank identifies exactly the reason why Go was made for lower programmers, to build mid-high apps. What does that mean? Go is goated. I actually don't believe Go is goated. I think Go is I don't want to say mid language. My opinion on Go is very like, I don't know what I would say it. Yeah. But you can do that in other languages too. That's the thing. You can do this in other languages. Not like, you can spin up concurrent functions in other languages. It just Go gives you the ability to do it way quicker and way easier. Yeah, my watch is like really, does it look like it's tight? My forms are getting big, dude. You can come and spot me. My hands gonna come out. This is the Tissot Gentleman's, what do you call it? The Powermatic 80. Yeah, they do. I had to deal with so many slow third-party API requests that Go routines have saved my service at work. Well, I mean, concurrency is not going to fix the speed from making the request to the API. It just, while you wait for the response from that third-party API, you can still do things on the side if they're not dependent on the response from that API. Which new language is most fun to use? Bro, I don't know. Use any language that makes you go ship something. Get 100 users. Take it easy, Bones. Has standard async and Java's compatible feature which behaves similar to Go routine, but both can cause weird issues misused. You can also misuse Go routines, right? You can definitely misuse Go routines. They're just easy. Like, you can literally just spin up a Go func and put in your function, right? I think the syntax, let's see, for Go, it's like Go func. Oops. Something like that, I believe. Off the top of my head. Yo, thank you for the follows. Appreciate that, homie. Let's see. Any other foot goal? And let's see. Is our music stopped? Nope, we're good. Go should have enums. Go is mid. Yeah, if you think that is okay and there's no way to design it better, then you are low IQ mid. Look at this, bro. But that's okay because Go is made specifically for developers like you. Look at this dude. This dude talking a lot of crap. He is saying it's actually super frustrating to always write it. Like, if you think it's okay, then I must be a low IQ midwit. Right? Have you thought of using Golang plus Zig in a project? Golang and Zig? Why would they use both? Right? But that's okay because Go is made specifically for developers like you. I actually don't get the hate for... I'm a low IQ midwit, to be honest. Yeah, I guess so. Has he built? What has he built? Oh, he's a dachshund? Damn. I can't hate him too much. Damn. Most of the hate against Go comes from the fact that it does not stroke your ego intellect, plus the fact that it's easy to have skill issues with channel slice maps and such. It's perfect balance between complexity and performance, and is perfect for most applications. Wow. Base take, dude. Base take. He quoted himself? Of course he would, dude. He strokes himself. Go is just super practical and simple, and that comes with its own gotchas. Thoughts on pirate software? Like, what do you mean thoughts on pirate software specifically? Like, pirate software, like, period? Follow him back? Follow who back? I don't think that guy's following me. Ego jerking? Yeah, you gotta do a bit of ego jerking. What are my thoughts on, like, pirate? Even here's a topic thing. Someone asked on YouTube. There was just some drama I employed. I don't know what it's about though. Yeah. Yeah. I actually don't know at this point what's happening. The only thing I know, so I'm in the OnlyFans guild. All I know is there was like a situation in a dungeon run where pirate like ran away and it caused 2 people to die. And I think that upset a lot of people. And that's as far as I thought it went. Okay? I was like, okay, people are mad at pirate because he like let 2 people die. And I'm like, I can see what people are mad. I was just thinking about things I'm not doing with Python dependencies. Yo, what's up, Nix? Are there switch and go? Yeah, switch statements? Yeah, there's switch statements for sure. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. People mad because he ran because it doesn't mean his fault. Okay, sure. So people are mad about that. But then I recently saw something. I'm actually not even going to talk about because he's been reporting people. Like, I kind of don't want to be reported by him. But I saw a tweet that was like talking something completely different than WoW. And so is there like a second piece of drama I'm missing with pirate software? When will release the full Go course? From novice to advanced with great projects to understand and exploit full power of Go. Possible ban evader? Yeah, he talked to Asmongold. Yeah, okay. See, it's so much more though. See, okay, I don't know. That's where I have to put in and say, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit about pirate software. I met him like once or twice. I don't think he gives a shit about me. So I don't give a shit about him. That's it. That's my opinion. I'm not going to talk about the dude. I couldn't care less. What are the biggest apps on the web built on Go right now? Web apps? I don't know web apps, but there's a good tooling built with Go, like Kubernetes, Docker, Prometheus, I believe is built with Go, or was at one point built majority with Go. I think CockroachDB, Grafana. CockroachDB was built with Go, yeah. Everything infra is Go. A huge amount of Twitch is built with Go. All of Twitch is built with Go, yeah. All of Twitch is built with Go. We have very little non-Go stuff. Grafana is goated. Grafana is goated. ES build, yep. Yeah, lots of stuff built with Go. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I think the take that I asked for myself, like I'm also not mad about anyone's takes here. Like I think it's completely fine. And thank you for that follow. But I will say, like, The people who say Go was made by simpletons, I think is just so disrespectful. Like, I don't like, how do I even say this? Even if I don't like someone, like the guy who, like Andrew Kelly, who just talked about Zig, the guy who created Zig and just said like Go was made by simpletons. Like, I don't think that's a fair thing to say. I still hold Andrew in high respect because he built Zig. Like, I look at his work and I'm like, that's very impressive. That's like, it's very phenomenal. Very like, I tip my hat, like incredible. But people who haven't built anything, period, saying Go is made by a simpleton, it's like, bro, Ken Thompson, Rob Pike, Rob Graysmere, like all these guys are simpletons. Like, that's insane. Like, that's crazy. That's different though. That's different. That's different. That's not what I'm saying. I actually agree. I agree that Go was designed for people to write simpler software, for like simpletons, if you're gonna say. But saying that the designers are simpletons is crazy. And Go to him like, yeah, sure. You must have known better, bro. Andrew used Go for a little bit. I just had a tweet from the Sphere that said, I don't know. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I haven't built anything either, or at least shipped anything outside of work, and write Zig too. So Zig must also be bad, then according to Andrew's logic then. I mean, no, because people have shipped with Zig. Simpletons, even though I very much disagree about a lot of Go's design. Yeah, exactly. That is different. Right? That is different. Simple design pattern. Simpleton, when it comes to, I don't think simpleton is a design pattern when you talk about someone. Like when I call you a simpleton, I'm not, you know what I mean? I don't think you gotta be cheeky about the definition. And if you check, Zig is similar to things with Go. Singleton. I think Go hates come from Hacker News shows where they love to trash everything on a post. Bro, that's just the internet, brother. That's just the internet. People trash you for no reason. That's like, dude, there's a guy I train with jiu-jitsu who watches my YouTube stuff. And he's like, bro, how do you do it? Like, you get so many comments of people just hating. And it's like, yeah, people constantly hate. I've been spending the past 2 years trying to set up a Python project. Ask me anything, bro. Jash. Okay. I think that's going to be it for the Go topic. Unless anyone has anything else they want to discuss. YouTube, anything you guys want to discuss about Go before we switch topics here, switch gears? I'm thinking maybe try to solve a problem. I don't know if I can even do this, dude. Oh, wait. This is hilarious. Hold on. I want to... The title of this was too good. Let's solve. Bro, I was getting the most wild hate comments from a comment. I didn't know one of your YouTubers. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, dude, I get bare hate. I get lots of hate. But that's fine. I don't really, like... Again, I think you have to kind of have thick skin when you do the content game. Hey, just did your free course on PFG Labs. What would you recommend me to do now to learn more? Do you know any good tutorials on how to use Go to commute with APIs? Yeah. Okay, it's funny you say that, bro. I'm making a new course for front-end masters where we're basically going over, like, CRUD apps. Like how to build a CRUD app. And that's going to be like communicating with APIs, showing things that I learned across the way through like reading and like implementing stuff across Twitch and stuff on how to actually build an API. That's coming out in March. So we're going to be doing the live session in March, a 2-day course. And then we're going to be, and then front-end masters are going to make that into a course that they have on their website. So you can check that out. Do I recommend LeetCode? Absolutely, yeah. Go plus HTML Temple course when? I don't use HTMX or Temple, so I'm not gonna do a course on them. I don't believe in doing a course if I use it only for like a week. You know, I only feel comfortable doing a Go course because I feel like I've spent a lot of my time trying to perfect and get better as a Go developer and running it professionally for a long time. And so that's why I only feel comfortable doing it as a course. I wouldn't do anything else really. Like I would never do a React course. You know what I mean? I'm underestimating HMX? Maybe. I don't have anything against the technology. I just prefer to use other solutions. Yeah, these are called scams. These are called grifters and scams, brother. Like learning Web3 or blockchain for like a month and then dropping a course is like yeah, I mean it's going to be pretty LeetCode heavy, dude. I'll probably recommend being good at graphs. Like the design pattern that I noticed is that graphs are pretty powerful in Amazon technical interviews. Is Zuck grifting when he says AI is going to replace Sweeze? Okay, we could talk about this. And I actually had a great conversation with TJ DeVries. If you guys haven't watched the latest video, go check it out. Him and I talked about this, the worst thing you can do for your career, which kind of catapulted from his previous video about like the risks of AI, which came at a good moment in relation to both of us, because I had just made a video where I talked about Zuckerberg on Joe Rogan replacing software engineers, and we talked about this, like we talked about it in DMs, because I think there's a lot of points I disagreed with, and I think there's a lot of points he disagrees with me, and then we kind of just talked about it. It seems like we do understand each other for the majority, right? Is that your dog? That's TJ's dog. That's TJ's dog. And we could talk about this if you guys want. Are you guys interested in doing this? W and Jeff, if you want this, or we can do LeetCode and Go. Which one do you guys prefer? I'll leave it up to the mandems. LeetCode? I'm curious what you disagree with, T. John. Yeah. People grant LeetCode and neglect some design stuff, which seems to care a lot of interviews. Yeah, I agree. LeetCode and OCaml? Brother. I can't write a lick of OCaml. AI can, though. Can you just raw Go routines without channels when you need to hit? Yeah, you can. In UIUA then? Bro, I can't even pronounce that. What does that even mean? Yeah, okay, let's do that. How do I... Shadows in my room. The worst thing you can do for your career. Hold on. There's my AOC day one solution UI UA, bro. It's a good language. Trust. How many job openings does it have? Next, you always doing some crazy ass shit, bro. Next, you always be doing the craziest. All right, let's go like this. And can you guys give me some W's so you can hear this video? I'm gonna do it on faster replay. Oh God.
Or maybe more specifically in this case, you give up on learning computer science.
Can you guys hear that? W and Chad, you can hear this. Are you TJ's son? I'm his younger brother. W and Chad, you can hear this. Oops, can't see chat. There you go. It's a little quiet. Okay, I can put it up. I think because the video itself is a little quiet.
Up on all the opportunities that you had to learn, right? All the opportunities for hard work and the serendipity that can come with it. And
is that better? We'll start from the beginning. So first of all, this is a pretty crazy like video to drop in this setting. Like he looks like a man in the bush, you know? And I think that's part of this is what makes the video so good in my opinion. Because you can tell at the end of the day, if you strip away, like first of all, there's no thumbnail on this video. If I'm not mistaken, there's no thumbnail on this video. It's a shot from just this video, right? So even if you like remove the title, which is the only clickbaity thing, and that's an argument, right? I don't even think that's too clickbaity, the words that you can do for your career, because it's literally what he talks about, right? So I don't even think it's click, but even if you remove everything, at the end of the day, this video is just a dude talking. There's no editing, there's no like wacky zating, like there's no screaming, there's no like, there's no like undercuts. It's genuinely a dude who set up like MacGyver style video setting to tell you his thoughts on a topic. And like, really, there's like a lot of beauty that goes into that. And this is why I think a lot of people like resonate with TJ in this video, because he's not trying to sell you on anything.
I don't think this video is going to change the world. As a mentor of mine often says, I'm a little boat. I don't go far from shore. And so I
know a lot of people, yeah. That's a good, I think a lot of people should strive to change the world, but I think like it's healthy to also do what, I'm personally conflicted on that. Like I'm like self-evaluating, like I'm a little boat, I don't go far from shore. I know a lot of people would say like, oh, you probably should strive to change the world if you can. So I don't know. Interesting. I typically agree with TJ like a lot of things, right? But yeah, this is just me like talking out loud.
My goal is much more modest than changing the entire world. It's that hopefully I can help you, the viewer. You clicked on this video for some reason. Maybe it's because the title, the worst thing you could do in your career, and you're hoping to avoid that. And hopefully my goal is that I can help you. So normally this idea is not presented so obviously online. Normally this poisonous idea is much more roundabout. And I think it often is displayed in things like an anonymous Redditor hanging out on CS career questions. And
or dumbass Haskell or enemy PFP people.
Someone who's in their third year is getting worried about AI, and this anonymous user is 3 years into your CS degree? Just time to give up now.
NGMI, right? NGMI.
Or maybe it's the intrepid CEO whose business and livelihood depends on people believing things like this, saying, you don't need to learn. You don't even know what's going on. Just complete your way into success. What's both of their conclusions? That you don't need to learn. You don't need to try hard. You should just give up. But here's my problem with this. First is that the future is very hard to predict. But here is something that is nearly guaranteed. If you do the things that they're suggesting, if you stop learning, being curious and improving, then you have solidified your future into exactly the one that you might be afraid of.
So this is, okay, for what it's worth, I agree with TJ's like point here. Like, never stop learning. I think for me, the part that I was like, he goes into this deeper. I think the initial point of friction I had was like, I don't think necessarily a lot of those people he mentioned, like the CEOs or Reddit snobs, are like, maybe they are. There's cases of like people doing that. Like, I guess my interpretation was never like, oh, they want you to stop learning, right? I think a lot of them, they're like very like toxic and like, you don't have to stop learning programming so you can buy my solution and codes for you. Yeah, that's bullshit. And I talked about this with TJ because this whole thing, well, not the whole thing. I speak for TJ's video. He can talk about it too. But a lot of the things is like AI is really like causing a lot of these points of conversation, right? There's a lot to talk about. And like, this is like one of the things I believe that TJ wanted to use to motivate him making this video and having this discussion. For me, and what I talked about was, and I got a lot of pushback on the Zuckerberg video, the one I made about like, Zuck says it's over for software engineers. My whole point there, and I talked about this near the end of my actual video, wasn't so that AI is going to replace software engineers. Dude, new Fireship video dropped. Jesh. It wasn't that like I think AI is going to be replaced, like AI is going to replace software engineers tomorrow, this week, whatever. It's at the end of the video, I clearly stated I think big tech is going to choose the side of replacing software engineers with AI, right? And so that was mostly like my perspective. And I think, and I still believe that thinking otherwise, I don't know, I don't know the answer, but I just don't know if like it's healthy to think that that's not going to happen to you if you currently work at a big tech company. Right. And one thing I was wrong with, and I talked to Teach about this, was like, I thought there was a lot more people working in big tech. I didn't actually realize that there was a lot less than I initially thought. But at the end of the day, I still think it's kind of unhealthy to believe like AI doesn't have a chance of replacing you in working in a big tech company. Right. And I think that's the main point I have. And in that same video that I mentioned here, if that is the case, that doesn't still mean you have to stop learning. I think what it does mean is like you have to translate and learn new skills. And a new skill I talked about in my video is entrepreneurship. Right? My personal belief is that software engineers are going to become more independent because they're going to have tools like AI to make them more progressive or make them more productive and be able to do things faster and be full teams by themselves, right? And I think the skill that they should learn is entrepreneurship. As much as they're learning better software skills and computer science skills and, engineering, system design, all that, I think it's as healthy to start learning entrepreneurial skills as well.
And this sentiment, this naysayer, doomsdayer sentiment, is a self-reinforcing and self-fulfilling prophecy. The more that you believe it, the more you will see its effects in your life. If you believe that there is no hope, there is no chance to get a CS job by even like something grinding leet codes, well, then you're not going to grind leet codes and you won't pass a job interview that might require it. Or in a maybe better and more nice scenario, though, is maybe there's a new technology out that you would have been interested in and would have looked up and would have found out things about and would have eventually gotten a job for. But because you've already given up, you've guaranteed that won't happen. Maybe you're so hopeless that you think there are no software developer jobs left right now. And so then you have 100% ruled out the possibility of getting hired by not applying anywhere. This naysayer, doomsdayer path bears its own fruit to itself. And you believe it more and more as you go down this way because you keep seeing it happen in your life.
So here, I agree. I think another perspective there is the news you consume will be the news that you kind of come to conclusions with, right? And I think there was a study back in there's constant studies, but I think in 2021 or 2022 when there was COVID, I think a lot of people, well, that was a bad example now that I think about it in hindsight. But what I was going to say was there was a research that said people who consumed more news, more mainstream media news were more depressed because the majority of the news was depressing news about people dying, murdered, etc., etc. And this kind of always goes back to my gripe with tech influencers, right? And this pedestal that we put a lot of people on. And I always tell people you should stop watching me, stop watching TJ, stop watching Prime, stop watching everyone so much. You should definitely cut back on how much you watch us. Because for me, if you watch my content and you watch my video and you saw this title and you maybe didn't watch all of it, you're probably yeah, okay, I have to quit. There's no point in me being a software engineer because Zuckerberg said so and Melky is doubling down on it, right? And that should not be the intention. Not because that's clearly not the point of the video itself, but to TJ's point, when you're consuming people who talk about the same thing, you're gonna start thinking that, right? And so I would be careful in any way, even if you think even if the tech influencer is very positive and they're the most positive person ever and make you I would still cap it. Again, my point at the beginning was cap how much content you consume from people. Don't hold creators at a pedestal, right? Do not think they're better. Don't do all of this. That's my perspective, right? Don't hold people above. Don't think someone's opinion is worth more all the time, right? Just take everything as an input value for you to make your own conclusions and bounce off other people, right? Consuming blind following is a skill issue. If those people are just not going to make it. I consume content. I watch TJ's videos. I watch AJ's videos. I watch low-level learnings videos. I watch videos all the time because I enjoy it. It keeps me entertained. But like, I don't leave a Fireship video being like, okay, like these, like his 15 trends for 2025. Like, I don't leave that video be like, oh, these are the definitive 15 trends that are gonna happen in 2025. I'm like made aware of some things I may have not known. I could be like, I don't see that happening, or like, oh yeah, I agree with that, and I kind of like leave it and move on with my life. I don't really attach more of my like brain power belief into a piece of content made by someone I barely know. Does that make sense?
Sorry. Okay. I want to be clear in this as we go through this video, and as I've mentioned in other videos, I use AI. I don't think that it's useless. It's been very useful to me. However, I think that sometimes as software developers, we overstate its inherent usefulness. And particularly, I think this is pernicious amongst experienced software developers. And the reason for this is because of the curse of knowledge. Let me read you a quick definition there in case you don't have this, which is basically the idea that says, after having become highly familiar with a topic or skill, we struggle to imagine what it's like not to know it. And so when an expert programmer uses an LLM, they often find bugs easily or small improvements that they could do, or use prompts casually in a way that an experienced programmer would know and be able to do, but a regular person wouldn't. They would use words like a server or a database, where maybe regular people wouldn't even know to use those. And so by their own unconscious, almost subconscious here, right, ideas and phrases, they lead the LLM to solutions that it would not have gotten by themselves. And they get to the end and you sort of say, yeah, the LLM did a lot. I mean, I just had a few small things that I did. But the problem is those small things, one, they only felt small, and they were only small because of all of the years of experience.
That's a very interesting take. It's like almost not understanding how much of a solution you're already getting at based on your inherent knowledge. That's a cool definition of the curse of knowledge too. I wasn't really aware of that. But that's, I think that makes prompting a little bit more specialized too, right?
And practice that you had leading up to this time of you working on this particular problem with an LLM.
Yep.
And so that inflated expectation, even from experts in the field, right, is that normal users will not be able to reproduce the same experience. And
Agreed. On specific like channels, we talked about this on Thursday too when we reviewed his other video. It's like a TJ fanboy stream now. But like, the more specific you are in your domain knowledge when you're using an LLM, the more specific the answer should be, right? Like, and I know in TJ's last video was like, make me a to-do app, and like that was a whole prompt. Like, and he was saying like, you're gonna get a generic response. I think that's kind of like the expectation, right? Like, you give a generic in, you should get generic out. But the more specific you are by implementing your own kind of base knowledge, I think the answer becomes, or attempts to, at the very least, become more specific, right? Where you can do like what TJ was saying about using your knowledge of a database or a server or insert other maybe more or less commonly known adjective or definition that the regular person working as a carpenter may not be aware of, right? But vice versa, like, then there's the plumbing analogy I tried to make. Like, if I try to ask LLM a specific plumbing question, I'm going to get duped. I'm going to get a generic answer back because my prompt is going to be generic, right? We tend to always think of like from a software engineering side, but like there's lots of other fields in the world that AI is also gunning for, or also has the cast of potentially replacing. And physical manual labor is probably way further out because you have to have like the hardware to copy it.
Where knowing things might be useful. But beyond that, I also want to say that if you never develop or get new skills or knowledge, then you are...
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. This is interesting, right? Create a to-do app, store the data in Postgres, use Golang for the server, make the UI in React, make the API RESTful, versus make a to-do app. I would probably bet that the first prompt is probably going to give you more... I want to choose my words carefully here, but like quote-unquote more polished answer versus like a to-do app. But in TJ's video, it wasn't more about like the quality of the code. It was more so about the regurgitation of the answer, right? And that was his first video. It's like, regardless of how you ask the question, the answer you will get will be like the average of 100 possible answers. And that's probably going to be like React that he used in this example, right? Where maybe that's not the best answer, or maybe it should give you like a better skew, a better distribution, a better like Gaussian distribution of different possible answers. But yeah, like that point that TJ had is very powerful. I think that is a strong risk. for like you will get like the average of 100 mediocre possible answers. Yeah, it will say React. It will 100% say React because like that's the average answer that a human could probably do, or the average answer that's currently in the LLM base. The chance, and this again from TJ's video, the chance of the LLM giving you an answer that's like a solution using Ruby on Rails is like almost none for a to-do app, right? Like you can query 4 different LLMs, 5 times a day for 4 days, and you keep asking, making me a to-do app. I don't think any answer is going to be in Ruby unless otherwise specified.
Only ever going to be as good as what the LLM can give you. And if you're only as good as what the LLM can give you, then you are a commodity. If your only skill is asking the LLM for something and then just executing on the LLM's vision, and it has to be basically uncritically because you don't have the tools to evaluate whether that decision was good or bad,
right?
Then you are so much more likely to be replaced by an LLM than if you had other skills. So this is once again reinforcing within itself that the business is going to want to replace you either with an LLM or someone else as soon as possible because you are just an LLM with extra steps. And this is where the idea is so dangerous, is because the giving up happens so long before the consequences. They're separated by a large time gap where you've given up on improving, and so then later that bears its fruit in being completely limited by whatever the output of the LLM is. And so the natural expected outcome here of the give up advice is actually the very thing that it fears, which is a hopeless and jobless future, right? Where you aren't able to offer anything unique or useful.
Yeah. I actually agree. I think a lot of people are like this though. And I say that like just humanly. There's so many people that actually fall into this category of just like, there was a tweet I saw. If someone can pull it up, that'd be great. A tweet I saw of someone's like, I just got hired 6 months ago. I got hired at a software engineering company. Every code I shipped was from an LLM, which is exactly what TJ is saying. If that's you, like, yeah, you're going to be replaced, right? And you have to have other skills to back it up. And I think the harsh reality of it is with or without LLMs being even existing, there are always those engineers, right? There are always engineers who just copy and pasted the first answer in Stack Overflow or copy and pasted code written in their internal repositories before like doing it themselves. They just kind of assembled it, right? And all LLMs do is just kind of give you an avenue to assemble code faster. And then we can talk about the quality of the answer or the ethical integrity of answers in a different kind of conversation. But I think like regardless of their existence or not, this has always been a thing. There's always been these software engineers that have just looked at pre-existing solutions, taken that and like assembling it to fit their need. And so, yeah, I think those individuals are always at risk at like being laid off just, by being replaced with someone who is more motivated to learn and more motivated to do things. But now they're going to be replaced by AI.
And the thing that's missing in the discussion is that life is all about trade-offs. Every decision you make has a cost, even if it's just the cost of not doing something else. Sorry, my hands are cold.
Crazy setting to do a video like this.
And so if you give up on learning, or maybe more specifically in this case, you give up on learning computer science, you are giving up on all the opportunities that you had to learn, right? All the opportunities for hard work and the serendipity that can come with it. And perhaps even a successful employed future.
I actually am surprised that he used a script. I just never knew he scripted his videos.
Future, where the LLMs take a little bit longer to take everything over than we had originally anticipated. And what are you going to replace your current time with as the alternative of giving up on software? If it's just give up to give up, well, certainly the better option is to keep trying as a software developer.
Facts.
So instead of giving up on computer science, wherever you are in that journey.
You think Theo is a casual? Wait, what? Where did that come from? What do you mean casual? I said Cloud is it a React app? He linked his note script in the video description too. Oh, he did? That's cool. Yeah, I just never that's not even worth discussing. I just didn't know he scripted his videos. There's an interesting behind the scenes how he makes his videos.
You could try, and you could even consider trying hard And you are simply missing out on exactly what you can do later, which is giving up, right? The alternative is you just work hard, and if it doesn't work, then you can give up. And so then you'd be in the same place, which is so funny because the predictions of why software development is going to be dead are the exact outcome that completely makes irrelevant whatever things you were doing before. Let me explain. If we truly get LLMs capable of making Uber with catnip bug-free instantly after just a few words and some electricity, then it won't matter what you spent learning beforehand. The entire fear is that LLMs will make any piece of software trivial to generate. Explicitly then is that all software will be trivial to generate. And so the premise in itself is self-defeating. No matter what, in this doomer world, we all get to the point where software is infinitely easy and infinitely cheap to create. So then I will just create the software then that would make me money. And so if you truly do, of course, have a curious mind, you're going to explore with AI and LLMs. I think it's a good idea to gain skills in that area, to figure out how to play with them and try them out. But that is all within the spirit that is antagonistic to the idea of just giving up and only learning the bare minimum or not learning at all and just trusting the LLM. Instead, right, of that, we should just consider the scenario of, will I get a job, will my career advance simply by using the AI that everyone else is using? And the odds of that seem incredibly low. Instead, you, and this is the same advice I always give to everyone about finding a job, is you need to find a way to differentiate yourself. This is the same as before LLMs, and it will be the same until well after humans no longer write software, if that ever occurs. This differentiating factor could be a wide variety of things. It could be that you go into the office and shake someone's hand, or it could be that you tried a project to learn something underlying, like re-implementing HTTP, or maybe it's that you built a side project, that's your passion project. The scenario that I really can't fathom is your employer is so impressed by you giving up. That's the scenario
that good point. I like that. Yeah, that I like that. You know, that's such a good point, and I think that's actually targeted to a lot of software engineers. I got a lot of quit in me because I do think a lot of software engineers. Well, okay, I want to be careful because I don't want to miss his point. His point is you should never stop learning, because stopping learning is essentially like the worst outcome you can do. And then you're just kind of rolling over, where even in the scenario where we are going to be replaced with AI in this infinite timeline, let's say, at least you know, like, you can continue to learn. So it doesn't really matter, right? At least you're not giving up. The thing I do want to say, though, is the point he said about like other skills you could offer. And I do think specifically for software engineers, I'm saying specifically for software engineers, not like any other role, I do think learning other skills outside of just writing code is the best thing you can do. And I'm going to use TJ as an example here. TJ, great software engineer. You know what else he's good at? He's great at talking to people. Right? That's why he has a lot of connections. That's why a lot of people like TJ. That's why he has a business with, 5, 6 other people. I don't know how the size of Terminal is at this point, right? That's why he has a podcast with a co-host, right? If there was lots of friction and he was a scumbag, I doubt people would want to work with him. So, and Terminal Shop, if you really think about it, right? If you really think about it, it's not a software company at all. It's a coffee company, right? It uses software to have a spin and a differentiating factor in the world, with just like using SSHing into a terminal and buying coffee. But at the real core of it, it's like a coffee company. They sell coffee, they produce coffee, right? And he's a co-owner, a founder, whatever you want to call it, into that business. So the soft skills he has help him. But not only that, right? He's also good at making videos. He also makes good YouTube videos. Right? We all know, we've seen so many like engineers make a YouTube video, a piece of content, and just like mundane, like you can't watch it. It's so dry. Right? But there's like good videos, right? And I'm gonna like teach his first video is probably garbage. When he first started making YouTube videos, started streaming, they were probably garbage, ass. But he got better at them because he learned them. Right? So I think, like, for me, my biggest takeaway from TJ's video here, the way I see it, is like to continue the thirst of knowledge and to continue to scratch the itch of curiosity whenever it comes, and to not let like doomsday and doomer titles stop from doing that. And I inherently agree with that entire perspective. What's up, Manny? How's it going, dude?
That I can't see happening and I can't imagine. And so, I'd like to conclude with a few thoughts. Let me read these here. My suggestion is don't cede every thought, every experience, every idea, every emotion, and every experiment to the LLM. Because if you do that, you slowly become the LLM. And as we said, LLMs are a commodity, which would make you a simple and replaceable cog commodity. If your only skill is pressing tab like everyone else can do in your editor, that's where I would be worried about. Instead, being competent is better than being incompetent. Thinking is better than ceding all thoughts to the LLM. My encouragement is try to find ways not to be a commodity. Make yourself useful today, right now. And of course, continue to prepare to make yourself useful for tomorrow.
Yep.
If you try hard, the worst thing that can happen is you can take the easy path later. It's only hopeless
Way more
if you
than
are.
software. For like LLMs creating.
Oh, and be nice. It really helps.
Being nice does really help. TJ's a very nice guy. He's very nice to me. Sometimes he's an asshole. Sometimes he can be mean. Sometimes, nah, I'm kidding. TJ's never mean, but he's like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not like that he's mean, but a great example is like his latest tweet. Hold on, not his latest tweet, but where he defended me. Let's go search here. Ironclad. So wait, this dude. Yeah. So I found it very funny when this dude made this meme, right? Ironclad dev. He's just like, yo, like, I'm a weeb, people go crazy, which is hilarious. And I thought this was funny. And then this guy's like, TJ is just better than Melky, to be honest. Less emotion soft, better humored. He just like went off on me for no reason. Like former follower, unfollow because I made fun of them, right? And then TJ's like, I think it's hilarious. You kids talking about Melky, you wouldn't say this stuff to him. And then I don't know if there's a copy paste or whatever, but then he's like, the freshest clothes, eats at the chillest restaurants, and hangs out with the hottest dudes. It's a copy pasta. Yeah, I knew it. Dude, I want to be hanging out with the hottest dudes. You was poking fun at you also. I don't see, that's the thing. I don't want to be hanging out with the hottest girls. I'm happily married. I don't want to be hanging out at restaurants with the hottest girls, bro. Fuck that shit. I don't talk to no woman, dude. That's it. My wife, my mom, my niece, my sister. No one else. No one else. That's it. So yeah, this is 100% accurate. Honeydew's a dude. Honeydew's a man, even though he looks pretty. Clearly you're hanging out with the hottest dudes. That's what I'm saying. It's already true. This is already a fact. Not even me. Dude, you're ugly and fat, bro. So, yeah. I knew this is a copy and paste, but when I read it, I'm like, honestly, it's still true. It still be true, though. Oh, yeah, but W video, W vids. Colleagues? Nah. You're getting sick again? It's probably from the gym, bro. It's gym. A lot of people are like going into the gym, they're like rubbing their nuts and putting on a machine, and then like you use the machine, and maybe you forget to like wash your hands, or maybe like you wipe your face. But like, yeah, germs are going crazy in the gym right now. There's a new flu mutation. Bro, there's a flu mutation every week. Suck my nuts mutation. You don't do 5 sets of nut rubs? Bro, chill. Semen retention, baby. Bro. I'm actually snapping. All right. Let's do some LeetCode, yeah? I don't think I can do this, but I'm gonna try. Evaluate reverse Polish notation. I'm so effed. I'm so effed. Okay. Can you guys see this? Is this big enough? So Zuck grift or not? There's. I don't think Zuck was grifting. Although I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, so I already know this question. You're given an array of string tokens represent arithmetic expression in a reverse Polish notation, which is like, it's like you add 4 to 3. It goes backwards, which is pretty nuts, right? Okay, and then note that the value operators are plus, minus, multiplication, and division. Each operator may be an integer of another expression. I got a follower. Iron keys. Finally click follow. That's crazy. Okay. So, okay, let's see this example. We have 2 plus, we have, oh, fuck, I can't even read this. So 2, 1 plus 3. You know what also cheeses me? That the arrays of strings. But then you have to do the operation with integers. Like, what is a real use case of note Polish notation? Probably not. But is there a real use case of using this? This looks like an easy question, not medium. Then I'm screwed, buddy. Okay, so the answer is 9. Why is it 9? Okay, so you first do 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So wait, so if I go here, the first operation has to be 3 plus 9, right? Yeah, okay, 3 plus 9. And then negative 11 times this. And then you divide the answer of that to 6. And then you multiply that answer with 10. And then you add that answer to 7. Okay, I see. Okay. Okay. I am boned. Okay, how do I even do this? How would you even do this? Okay, let's go. Let's just... Okay, so we have to iterate through all of our values, right? Iterate through our tokens. So we each go through every single one. And the thing is, we don't have to do anything until we find an operator. Do something when we find one of the 4 operators, okay? So then we find an operator, then we do something. Okay, now, once we have the operator... Once we go into the operator, we have to do the operation on the 2 previous values in the array. Okay. The 2 previous, so -1, -2. Okay. Otherwise, do what? Okay, so let's do this. Let's just return 0. So we're going to iterate through it, and then we have to find something. So with stack, I think George says also stack. Okay, so if the stack is the solution, right? I don't know. Maybe we need to use a stack. Okay, so maybe we need to use a stack. And I think another good thing about LeetCode is like actually doing a live and talking about it. So if we have to use a stack, let's declare the stack, right? Stack, and it has to be an array of integers, right? So let's do something like that. Okay, so we have our stack. Okay, this is my stack. Now I want to do, it's going to be a switch statement for sure, right? Switch based on num. Okay, case, and then default. Let's do like that. Let's set ourselves up a little bit here. So what is the case here? Plus about you. Okay, so if it's one of these cases, what I want to do, whoops. If it's one of these cases, what do I want to do? I want to do the operation. Otherwise what? Are you prepping or just for fun? I kind of feel with LLMs, my just general skill of problem solving has deteriorated. And so I just kind of do LeetCode, just kind of stay sharp, you know? So if I have these cases plus I want to do the operation, but the question is I want to do the operation on the last two values, right? On the last two values. But here's the thing. A pattern I noticed, if this is a stack solution, or the way I approach stack solutions, if I'm using a stack and the input is like an array, I want to do this I want to basically recapture everything in my stack. Can you pause so I can get clean the dishes? Nah, bro. You have to take me to clean dishes with you. So what I'm going to do, and I don't really know if this is true. What I want to do is stack, append, stack, and then the actual num. Okay? Because this means I'm going to use my stack as the source of truth here. All right. So basically what I want is I don't want to do anything with the array. I always find like messing with arrays in place, if it doesn't specifically say so, to not be the proper solution. So like I'm trying to not fuck with the array. I don't want to trim the array. I don't want to like change the array. What I want to do instead is like pop the array. Video dead? Are we back? F? Oh no, we F'd? Oh, okay. What did you say makes you need to stay sharp? Oh, LLMs. I just think they use an LLM. Audio GIF a video F'd. Is the video actually done? I never got... We're good? Okay, yo, W in chat for good. It seems like we're good, okay. Okay. Video's fine. Okay, so now we have this. So what am I going to do here? So we append... Okay, so now, realistically, I have this stack. So if we go through this, okay, 2, it's not here. We append it. So my stack is now like this, okay? We go to 1. Stack is now 2, 1. Okay, now we hit plus. So we hit plus. Fuck. If we see the plus, I need to add it between the last two, like the values in my stack. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this would be hard to figure out if I haven't seen it before, I think, lol. But it's not too bad. Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be better solutions. So here, let's just move this up here. So now I know I'm going to be here. So what do I want to do? I find that it's a plus. I need to get... I have to add... Okay, so here, I add stack 0 with stack 1, right? Because my stack at this point should only have 2 values, 0 and 1. Okay, so let's get those values out. Okay, let's do value A is what? Stack. It can't be 0, 1. Because I'm just looking at this. If it's 0, 1, this is going to be incorrect, right? If I add 0, 1's 10, 6, but it has to be 9, 3. So it's actually not 0, 1. It's the last two. It's the last two values. I think this is how I get the last two values. Are we always getting valid input? Let's not worry about that just now. Let's not. But maybe. Like I'll address that. But let's just focus on. Let's just kind of figure this out right now. No, your input's valid, bro. Your input's valid. Like I'm gonna have to readdress. I'm sure it's gonna be a case. But okay, let's. I don't know. Is this how you get the fucking last value? Length of 2 minus 2 minus 2 is 0. Is this the last 1 and 2? Yeah, it is. It is. Okay. And then I want to do something like var res is going to be an int. Okay. Okay. So remove this. So then what I'm going to do here, if it's plus, res is going to be value plus value b. All right. The last one, yeah, it's the first one. So if I pop this here, instead of plus, it's going to be minus. This is going to be multiplication, and this is going to be like that. Okay. Now, now that we have the operations, regardless of the case. Wait. Okay, so so regardless of the case, what I want to do, I have to get rid of those values. Okay. I have to pop them off. So right now these aren't actually popped off. I have to get rid of them. Yeah. I never said, baby. I do no wrong. I can do the good for you. I'm $1 million baby. Yeah, no. I popped these two off. All right. Okay. At this point, I don't know where I'm at, so I need to figure this out. I gotta add some print statements because it's getting bizarro here. What? Declare not use value B. I never rip the set, baby. I do no wrong. Good for you. I goofed up again. $1 million baby. What, bro? I do no wrong. Good for you. Can I use variable type string and value to append? What? What? Do you think LeetCodes like this and practicing transfers to Java? I think so, man. I also think like talking about it's good. Why? Wait, what's going on? Can I use num variable of type string as int value and argument to append? Argument to append stack. Oh, okay, because num is a string. Oh man, num is a string. Uh, okay. What the fuck is it? A string conversion. Is it A to I or I to A? Into. I want it in. So A to I num. Let's run this. Out of range. Nani. Time's up. Time's up. Fuck. Wait, why? I don't get this. Why is it? Wait, why? Stack is empty, but it's empty. The stack is empty. Wait, what? Huh? Is it not hitting here? It shouldn't be empty. Okay. Okay. Why? Does that am I tripping? Unexpected name stack, expected case or default value. Oh, whoops, sorry. Oh, I am. Yeah, okay, it's in the loop. Good call. Oh, okay. Okay. Wait. This is not expected. It shouldn't be 213 because I'm popping it. Let's grab this. And then after this is the stack. This is the stack after popping. Is my popping logic wrong? Fucking runtime. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, hold on. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Who's in charge? Joyce, you're in charge. BRB. I'm gonna leave my phone here because I think you guys are gonna think I'm cheating. I'm back. What did I miss? What I missed? Okay, so I actually was thinking about why is this? So 2 plus 1 is 3. We add 3 to my. The stack should be 0, right? So this is the stack. We append. 2 1's the stack. This is stack after popping. Do you ask LM for the answer on your phone in the bathroom? No, I left my phone here, bastard. Okay, so this is. It looks right to me, and then we add. It's 3. We add it to the stack. 2 1 plus 3. Oh, and then multiplication. No, and then it should be 3. And then we add it here. Oh, it doesn't go here. It goes here. Did I wash my... No, bro. Who washes their hands anymore, man? It's 2025. Because the case, it's not going to actually hit here. Let's see if this... Three, 3, multiply. What? It's empty? What the fuck? Print line. This is the final stack. It should be 9, right? Should be 9. If it's not, we're in trouble. It's 9. Oh, W. Isn't it just returning 0? It's returning 0. Yeah, because I default to make this run, you have to give it an int. So like when I first started, I did 0. Okay, so let's actually go ahead and return stack 0 and remove these print statements. Okay, yeah, that one wasn't that bad. I won't lie. That one wasn't too terrible. Again, this might not even be the I doubt this is like even close to what they want. Let's hope. W in chat, yo, do you think we got it? Chat, let's ask. Okay, before we look at the answer, do we think we're gonna do that? Do you think we solved it? Should we do a prediction? I passed all the test cases, but do you think I covered all the edge cases? No. Let's do a prediction. First try. It's technically my first try, because I did a bunch of runs before, so it's not first try. We're gonna start a prediction. Name of the prediction. Did I solve it? Yes. No. All right. Let's go for 1 minute. Negative numbers. I don't want to, because I already submitted it. I don't want to see what it is. Okay, everyone do prediction. Let's see. We got a couple of yeses. We got 10,000 on yes, 3,000 on no. 10K on the boy. Let's go. 10K on the kid. I think I got it. I would be surprised if I didn't get it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I got it. All right. Nice. You worked so hard for that code block day. You're sweating for it. I actually did. I'm surprised. I'm a little shocked. I should have reacted more, but I literally was like, I was fully expecting to not understand. Runtime is 0 milliseconds. Yeah, it's a bug. But I definitely solved it. I did all 20. The only thing that matters is 21 out of 21 test cases passed. That's a big W in chat. Okay, let's give the prediction. Let's fucking go. Now, do it 100% memory? No, I can't. There's no way I can. That's like in place. And it's no way. What profession will you switch over if end up getting replaced by AI? I want to use some unsafe Go. I want to create a dachshund farm where I breed and sell dachshunds. That's what I want to do. All right, cool. I had a lot of fun. But yo, we're going to call it. That's it for the stream. Guys, if you haven't already, go click that like. Go follow me on, well, okay, wait. Join the Discord, please. It's awesome. Join the Discord. If you haven't already, can you only Dachshunds is actually a fire name. If you haven't already, if you can consider, please click subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get to 50,000. We're like 6.5 away. Support your local content creator. Yeah, but we're going to do that. I got a video coming out on Monday. It's about Go and Hashimoto's response to Go. And yeah, it's going to be fun. Go check it out. I appreciate each and every single one of yous. So join the Discord if you're not already. Click subscribe. Thank you guys so much for being awesome. If you don't know, I stream every Thursday and Saturday. I don't commit to any other streams right now. I'm having fun with it. It's been a blast. I actually like doing the LeetCode problem at the end. So I might continue that. I might not. Who knows? But at the end of the day, enjoy your weekend. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully you're able to relax and do what you do. Build. Don't listen to people on the internet because everyone is just grumpy. Be positive. Get vitamin D. Be a better version of yourself. And I'll see you guys next time I stream. So peace. Love you. If it rose, you know it.